All right, we're gonna get right to it. Today we're gonna be talking about trash, and it's gonna be quick and easy. I'm gonna be just giving you some insights on how to avoid that, and let's get right into it. All right. Let's get it going. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining me for Cocktails with Jello, episode 21, and which is also LEDA Day 21. Today is going to be interesting. It's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to be sharing with you some insights about my business, and also if you are a business owner, what are the things that you need to look out for as well. So now, if we haven't spoken before, hey, my name is Marcello Arcele. Nice to meet you. I provide recycling and waste services for businesses right here in Metro Atlanta. And all opinions are solely my own and do not reflect the opinions of my employer, mainly because I work for the second largest waste company in the nation. Oh, and I got my lady, Yolanda Chin. Yeah, you got that right. All right. We're getting right to it. So yeah, so this is what it comes down to. Now, I know that quite a bit of folks, and you can follow along in the description, they're wondering like, okay, well, Marcello, what's the big deal about overloaded containers? Why should I even care about that? You know, it's trash. The main thing you have to be concerned about is the safety risk that is associated with a container that's overloaded. If the container is overloaded, chances are there's waste that's gonna fall out. So then what happens there? If our driver, or any driver for that matter, comes to pick up that container, the driver's gonna say, if I take that with me, chances are I'm gonna get into an accident, or I might cause someone to be in an accident because this customer chose not to properly load the container. And I'll get into that briefly in a moment. So those are the first things to consider. Second thing is that what about your employees when they're loading the container? If the container is, there's multiple ways to do it. Either you could actually open the back door and walk the items in, or you're literally tossing stuff over a 30 or 40-hour container. That's not safe. So what I recommend is either speak to me directly if I'm working with you, or talk to your consultant, your account manager. Ask them proper ways ask them about ways how to properly load a container to avoid first any injury, and also ultimately actually could save you money because you actually could load the container properly. That's another thing to consider. Hey, Ms. Love, what's going on? Thank you very much for joining us. So now let me show you the video that what I mean by loading safety or proper loading of containers. Let me show you this right here. Look at that. I don't get the, there we go. Let me lower this and you can hear this. Let me show you an example of how to avoid from loading a container, overloading a container. So take a look at this right here. Very quick and easy. Wanted to capture this moment and let you guys know when you guys are loading up your temporary containers, or even any container for that matter, but more specifically for this video are temp containers, be sure to let your team and your staff to only load up to the top level, literally just right up to this section here. You see that right there? That's the max that you can load a container. And then the other thing to consider is the weight. The most that those type of containers, the open top containers that you could load it up to, is up to 10 tons. What are the chances that you're gonna get it right at 10 tons? Highly unlikely, depending on the waste type. Mind you, we'll know if it's over 10 tons because once the driver picks it up and the truck starts moving in the opposite direction because the container is so heavy, that's one way to indicate that. So that's one thing. Then think about that. See those items falling off? If the driver takes that load and that bag falls off, think about you driving, seeing a bag coming right at you. What are you gonna do? Most likely try to avoid it. You see where I'm going with this. Okay, let's play the rest. Right up to that area. The reason why I bring that up is that anything above that area, the driver can decide not to haul it. The reason why I bring that up is that because it does become a safety issue for the driver to haul away. So be sure when you load the containers not to overload the container, and be sure to keep it at or less than 10 tons. If you need any help, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help. Have a great day. So yeah, so this is a video that I posted on YouTube some time ago. So that's the key thing. Now, the other thing to consider is also if you have like a regular commercial dumpster, the containers that you actually stick a fork in it and you lift it up, those also are those are chronically overloaded as well. So in that scenario, the driver will take a photograph if the container is overloaded. And if the container is severely overloaded, you got to consider the driver is going to pick up that container, and that container is going to be above his windshield. If you're the driver, you think about this: is that safe? No. So now, the last thing we want to do is when it pertains to overloaded and dry runs. I wanted to touch on that. I saw the third item there: how to avoid dry runs and extra yardage. I think I made it clear how to avoid dry runs. Do not overload your open top container, because if that container is overloaded like that, like I illustrated in the video earlier, the driver, it's safe not to pick up that container. Now, the second aspect of it, of the number 3, is the extra yardage fees, which are the front load containers, the one you stick the fork in and you lift it up. Now, if the container is overloaded, there's two things that is factoring. Either you're not getting service enough, the container may not be large enough, and maybe if the container, you have enough service days, you could have been blocked. Either it could be a restaurant or a business that has a lot of volume or traffic wise. So when our driver went to service it, we couldn't service it because it was blocked. So those are something that you either have to coordinate with your representative to determine when is the best time to service, if that's available, not always the case, or work out a different plan to avoid being missed on the days that you need to be serviced, which ultimately will put you in a situation that your container is overloaded. Now, if you need help, I highly recommend you to give me a call directly. My number is 678-683-9136. Again, my name is Marcello Arcele, your friendly waste stream analyst right here in Metro Atlanta. This was LEDA number 21. Quick and easy and right to the point. Obviously, because right now, anyone that's watching me live it's like, gosh, it's 11:34. Yeah, 11:34 p.m. So thank you very much for the folks that came through us. Thank you for Don for coming through. Miss Flores Love, thank you very much for supporting me. And also Miss Yolanda Chen. Again, thank you very much for supporting me, watching the live video here. And you guys have a fantastic day. Take care and have the best week ever. Bye.